I'm passionate about freedom. Specifically, I have a deep belief that nobody can be free until everybody is free. Sounds like a paradox or a contradiction. Let me explain it. That when I say nobody can be free until everybody is, what I mean that we as individuals have no clue what is real freedom means unless we live in a world where everybody can experience not just simply freedom from oppression, freedom from tyranny, freedom from sickness, freedom from unnecessary suffering. I don't mean only this freedom from, I mean freedom for becoming our best selves, freedom for creating the best me and the best we that we can create. So that kind of freedom. Because when we are going to live in a world where every social institutions, every organization is designed for letting each individual realize her highest potential, the full blossoming of the person, then we are going to live in a totally different world, and each of us will have a much better chance to evolve and grow because everybody else around us has the same chance. So that's why I'm passionate about freedom. That's the ultimate meaning of my work. That's what I want to contribute to. Well, you know, it's an interesting question that everybody on the edge is a little bit lonely because living and breathing on the edge means that it's a little bit a rarefied air, that there is not a lot of people around that. But on the other hand, I heard somebody saying that if you don't live on the edge, you take up too much space. So I prefer to live on the edge and accept it's not really loneliness. It's more like aloneness. That's really different for me. That aloneness is just accepting the ultimate or the next to the ultimate reality that we are living in this body and only me who lives in this particular body. And loneliness would be, it's more like, has to do with judgment. I just read last night an interesting tweet on Twitter. Somebody said that judgment creates loneliness. Generosity creates loveliness. So I prefer to create loveliness.
Passion. I think passion is important. What gets me up in the morning is this opportunity to federate big ideas from lots of people. And I'm not saying lots of really smart people, I'm saying lots of every kinds of people. That's what gets me up in the morning. There are any number of ways to answer the question about loneliness in this field. Fortunately, I'm married to a woman who is a computer scientist in her own right, and she sort of understands what I'm doing. There is a kind of loneliness that comes from the fact that we exist in a field where everybody wants to do what we're doing, and everybody wants to do it their own way. And what that means is it's very hard to find collaborators that will come in and work on your project, and it's difficult to work on somebody else's project because you're so focused on your project. So there is a class of loneliness that you could define in this field.
I am passionate about changing the world through the education of the individual. I believe that the only way a society may help itself to become whatever it wants is for the individual to be educated. That's what I'm passionate about. A lonely profession. No, I really don't think so. Everywhere I walk and when I meet people, I find that people from all kinds and all walks of life, they're interested in both a better world, but also in education, in seeing that the society makes the ground for the education of the individual. I see that it's important for a lot of people, so I don't feel alone at all. I don't.